boy Jonah B. Right? Yo, I got new haters every. I don't understand why motherfuckers I ain't never met, don't know, be hating. Well, I got new hater. I ain't gonna mention their name because I never do. But they had to go out their way to say, Jonah Bay don't know what he doing. Yo, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm constantly getting remedy. How is that possible? Now it's time for me to give y'all remedy with these banks, and that will conclude all your lessons. So I went from all the way to establishing who you are, what you have to do, beating them in court, all the way to trust laws, then to banking laws. You know what I mean? That's the whole shebang. After that, I just got nuances. I really ain't got nothing to teach y'all on that subject no more of getting your money right and your life right. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be dropping out soon. Probably go and do my comedy. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? Probably have little classes. That, tighten y'all up. You know what I mean? Little classes mixed in with comedy. It won't be direct no more. You know what I mean? But today's consultation Wednesday, I'm gonna be taking y'all's questions. But with that being said, hold on, I'm gonna drop this banking shit on you right now, and y'all gonna read it along with me. All right, I got it on YouTube. Let me put it in blogtalkradio.com. There it is. Yes, I'm on my radio. All right, so she tripping. She don't know what day I get on the radio. That's crazy. But anyway, it's 12 USC 92A, trust powers. Pay attention to this one, y'all. A, authority of the comptroller of currency. The comptroller of currency shall be authorized and empowered to grant by special permit to national banks applying thereof when not in a contravention of state local law. The right to act as a trustee, executor, administrator, registrar of stocks, bonds, guardians, estates, assignees, receivership, or in any other fiduciary capacity in which the state banks, trust companies, and other corporations which come in competition with national banks are permitted to act under the laws of the state in which the national bank is located. So it's telling you everyone who's over your social security account, right? Pay attention to this is a banking law. B, grant and exercise of powers deemed not in contravention of state and local law. Whenever the law of such state authorizes or permit the exercise of any or all foregoing powers of the state banks, trust companies, and other corporations which compete with national banks, the granting to and exercise of such power by national banks shall not be deemed to be contravention of the state and local law within the meaning of this section. So they're giving them a way out, right? Number C, segregation of fiduciary and general assets, separate books and records, access of state banking authorities, the report of examination books and records and assets. National banks exercising any and all the powers enumerating in this section shall segregate all assets held in fiduciary capacity from the general assets of the bank and shall keep a separate set of books and records showing in the proper detail all transactions engaged in under authority of this section. The state banking authorities may have access to the reports and examinations made by the comptroller of currency, insofar as such reports relate to the trust department of such a bank. But in this section shall be construed as authorizing the state banking authorities to examine the books, records, and assets of such bank. So when they dealing with your straw man, they always have those funds separated from the general funds of the bank. They got to keep a record of who's who it belongs to. D, prohibited operations, separate investment account, collateral for certain funds used in conduct of business. No national bank shall receive in its trust department deposits of current funds subject to the check of deposit checks, drafts, bills of exchange, or other items for collection or exchange purposes. Funds deposited or held in trust by a bank awaiting investments shall be carried in a separate account and shall not be used by a bank in the conduct of their business unless it shall first set aside in the trust department United States bonds and other securities approved by the comptroller of currency. What it's saying is when your straw man gives them a promissory note, which is a security, they have to keep it separate in their funds. They have to turn it over to the Treasury. The Treasury then gives them bonds. They can take them bonds and cash those in for funds to do stuff. That's what it just explained. All right. Now, I showed you in the IRS manual, you don't have to use the banks, the intermediaries. But sooner or later, I'm going to do this one last seminar on uh, banking, on banking. I'm going to show y'all shit. Only way you're going to get that information is be up at that seminar. I'm not doing it anywhere else. You won't learn it anywhere else. I'm hanging up my hat, y'all. I told you it's this the ninth year I've been teaching y'all. I've been giving y'all remedy for 9 years. I'm already rich. The difference is Bugatti money now. Bugatti money now. I'm going back into the private, right? Bugatti money. Bugatti 7 million. That's how much it costs. Bugatti money. All right. Now, uh, I had to go back into my teacher's lessons recently. I went back to Jerry Curl Juice, Tony King, and he gave me all the banking stuff about 15, 20 years ago, y'all. I'm going to try to give it to y'all. It basically took me about 20 years to recognize all the laws and how to utilize them. But y'all are 95% there because I took it step to step with y'all. And all you got to do is learn the banking part now. But let me go on. Deposits of security for protection of private or court trust. So now it's going to tell you about your court cases and what they do with those securities that you're getting in, that you're making when you got a case against you. An execution and exemption from bond. Whenever the laws of the states require corporations acting in fiduciary capacity to deposit securities in the state's authorities for the protection of the private court trust, national banks so acting shall be required to make similar deposits, and securities so deposits shall be held for the protection of the private court trust as private provided by the state law. National banks in such cases shall not be required to execute a bond, usually required as individuals if the state corporations under similar circumstances are exempt from requirement. National banks shall have the power to execute such a bond. Now, this law is long as hell. I'm not going to read it all. You better read it all and learn the power that they do or don't have and how you're going to force them as your fiduciary, which means trustee, and you being the beneficiary of the trust, force them to do stuff. You got to know the power. It doesn't matter what laws I give you. I can give you the process right now. If you don't understand and know how to use it, it will not work for you. But since it's consultation Wednesday, I've recognized I got to open up the call line. Will the seminar be in Atlanta? Most likely, I'm going to do the seminar in Atlanta because more people find it easier to come. And I already got the connections to get the spots for my seminars and all that here in Atlanta. So most likely it's going to be in Atlanta. You're not going to be able to bring your phones, your computers. I'm not bullshitting this time. It will be a scanner in the room to make sure you have no electronic devices on you. There'll be absolutely no electronic. The door for the meeting will be locked. The conference room will be locked until we show up there and have security at the door to make sure no one has no electronics. It is what it is. But yeah, it's consultation Wednesday. Let me open up the call line. No, I'm not dropping the IRS manual link. I already have. So that means y'all gonna have to go back to the show 3 weeks ago and see where the link for the IRS is. And that's another thing. I'm really getting tired of repeating all the lessons. They're all in the archives. Y'all don't need me no more. I'm going to 786-878. Peace to the God. Peace.
Peace to the guys, Sona.
What up, God?
I had two quick questions. The first question is, I was trying to get somebody off probation, and I just wanted to know as far as I know they have to do the injunction, and I know they have to do a rescission of signature. Is there anything else that they have to do?
That ain't
to
gonna get them off
probation?
probation.
Oh, okay. What would it take for
You're
to
gonna
get
have
them
to
off probation?
use GSA bonds.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now, let me tell y'all
Um.
something.
Uh-huh.
Every time y'all use GSA bonds, I also noticed that y'all didn't put stamps, United States postal stamps, on the GSA bonds. You might want to look into that. I done told y'all to look up the Stamp Act mad times. Y'all might want to look up the Stamp Act because y'all aren't. Listen, if you got my webinar and template for my non-UCC, on my non-UCC, every page had a 2-cent stamp on it and it was canceled out, front and back. And it had a registered mail number at the top. Y'all might want to check into the Stamp Act to see why. That was 2009. I did that. I did 4 shows on the Security Exchange Act, 2009, from February into March. You can look up those archives and listen to those shows on soundcloud.com and look at the date and go listen to those shows. I've been giving y'all information about banking the whole time. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't been grabbing it. I can't wait forever. But anyway, anything else, my brother?
Oh yeah, my second question was for the going to court for free. Would that apply to like doing a name change? Because you go to court for the name change. Would that apply?
Dog, if it's something that you absolutely need, what the fuck the matter that you gonna try to get it for free? The problem is a lot of y'all try to get too much shit for free. Nigga, ain't no way I'm gonna use the Constitution to go into court for a name change. I need that done ASAP. They already don't like doing it. You gonna give them another reason not to do it? You see what I'm saying?
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Well, I yield the floor.
All right, peace, God.
Peace, God.
All right, 954-694. Peace to the God. Peace. See, this is why y'all supposed to be on Blog Talk. A brother put in the actual chat, Stamp Duty Act for schedule of stamps to use and what to use it on. And he put New York Times article. That is the best stamp article to find out. It's the ones that all the banks use. Yeah, y'all didn't even know the banks are using stamps to monetize securities. But y'all ain't on Blog Talk, so y'all didn't see someone put that in the chat. Anyway, 954-694. I guess they not there. I'm going to keep it moving. 910-875. Peace to the God. Peace.
Peace to the God.
What up, God?
Yeah, how are you, James?
What up?
All right, brother man, I was calling up. I finally got that damn number.
What number? The 98?
Yeah, I was finally able to get it. And I want to know, would I need to get another 98 number, or is that one just sufficient enough and just create other trust numbers?
Say again? Say it again?
I got the 98 number, but do I need to get a separate 98?
Yes,
or is that 98 is good and
you're gonna need
in any other trust I could just move that trust under the 98?
Yes, you're gonna need a domestic EIN. You cannot do business in America with a 98 number.
Okay. And another thing,
you have to go to jonahbay.com.
I'm listening to you on the YouTube.
Go to jonahbay.com.
The thing is,
bro, can you hear me?
Sent you an email about the
bro,
IDP.
You're not listening.
Yeah.
You running your fucking mouth. You're not listening. I'm trying to give you information you need, and you're not listening. You're still talking over me. You slow your ass down. Now,
okay, I'm with you.
You need to go to jonahbay.com and pick up a webinar called The Enterprise. It's going to show you how to get the other EIN. You're going to need the other EIN to do banking. And I showed y'all 2 weeks ago in the IRS manual where it said you needed another EIN. So you might want to go back and listen to that show. Now, go ahead, bro. Now I can listen to you.
Okay, well, yeah, I apologize about that. But the other thing is I had sent you an email. It's been about a month ago about the IDP. And I had never gotten.
Send it again. Send it again. Go to Jonah Bay.
They will be contacting me.
Send it again. jonahbay@gmail.com to send it tonight. And I'll pass it on and you'll get contacted.
Okay, I will do that. And one last question, Jonah, is about that passport. Is that a good idea for me to get the passport?
I want you to slow down until you do your name change. If you get a passport, you might as well get it in your Moorish name as a private individual instead of going to get it in your straw man as a national.
Got you.
Okay.
All right. That's all the questions I have.
All right. Peace, God.
I need to know.
Good luck. Peace, God.
Peace to the God.
All right. I'm going to 303-669. Peace to the God. Peace.
Peace to the God, John the
What up, God? How are you?
Can you hear me? I'm on speaking on Bluetooth.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Doing good.
Can you hear me?
Okay. I can. You coming in smooth, G. I just have to double check. I'm gonna go ahead and get my questions off because I know we'd be wasting time with that. But I just first of all wanted to say, congratulations, though, G. I've been with you for some years, man. And literally from that January 1st show, you really laid out everything on that show. You just
I did.
Exact path to get there. But that nigga, everything you laid out on that show is all the way just completing right now.
Right.
You laid it out.
Right.
You know. So it's wild that you knew it back then. You just didn't know the route to take to get there. But you knew like what we had to do and shit. That's wild, though. But congratulations, bro.
The problem was,
I hope the Bugatti days is good.
Yeah, the problem was I did not. I'm telling you, I was on the phone with someone that y'all all know. I tore my whole crib up looking for my hard drive with Jerry Curl Juice recordings and paperwork. Right?
Yeah.
And then when I looked at it, with all the study I've been doing with teaching y'all, it was done. It was a done deal. I know it all. And I could even tell you that almost the way I teach, I'm almost a carbon copy of Jerry Curl Juice, except for I don't use the Bible to hide the information, to make it into code. And also, I don't talk like a preacher. I cuss, I do all that shit. He didn't do all that. And he was much nicer than me. I'm not that nice. I get tired of motherfuckers. But I've been doing it for over 10 years. Fuck that. I used to be nice. Them nice days is over because I got fucked over by people so much.
Hey, I bear witness because I was around in those earlier days when you would do like the 6-hour fucking seminars and 3-hour damn just regular days like this.
Right.
And you used to be hella nice to cats, man.
Yeah.
You started getting a little short after.
First of all, the problem is I'm an older black man now, and I'm not middle-aged. I'm not middle-aged no more. Old black men are always straight to the point and don't take no bullshit. Don't you see the gray right here? It's time. I seen it all. I done did it all. I don't want to hear this bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, that's peace. That's peace.
I'm going to be that old ass black man sitting on his porch talking shit about people around the neighborhood.
In the rocking chair holding the shotgun.
Facts.
If you dare,
Facts. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm of the age I only speak like a man. I don't sugarcoat shit. You want it sugarcoated, go talk to someone else. Go talk to a woman. I'm not here to hold your hand. I'm going to make you responsible for what you say you want to do. If you say you want this, then this is what it takes. And that's all I'm saying. And if you fucked up, I'm going to say, you effing up. I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
You know?
Ooh, this girl making me blush. She said, peace, handsome king. Thank you. With my old ass.
Yeah. Right,
you know they say an old man start looking better the older he get. You know that, right? I don't know if it's the looks or if it's the money.
Hey, you're going to have to ask her. That's all I'm going to say, big dog. You're going to have to see what she says. But, all right, my question is this, D, because I've been with you some years, right? So I'm ready to go. I just been procrastinating. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm ready to pull the trigger on some things, but I'm gonna give you the order real quick and let me know if I'm fucked off, right? Here we go. I'm gonna do right now. Next week I got the tax injunction first.
Yes.
Then I was gonna redo my non-UCC because of the last time they had to put it in the state instead of the county, so I fucked up there. Got to redo him.
Right.
And then after the non-UCC, I was gonna go register the trust.
Right.
Then I was gonna do the addendum UCC with the promissory note.
No.
No.
You
No.
yeah, you're gonna do a UCC with the promissory note, but you got to do the UCC and then do the addendum 3. And it's
Addendum
and then
3.
when you do the addendum 3, you can put the promissory note in there.
Okay, and then register the trust after that. After I do all that,
You could do it before or after. I would do the trust before, because I'm already saying the trust owns the straw man and everything else. I like to have it already established.
Yeah. I remember you told us to get the DBAs done right away.
Yes. Because even here's the thing. Even when you get in your enterprise, right? I told y'all need to actually set up the enterprise with your social on irs.com and go get the EIN, right? But the actual Express Trust will do a DBA on that enterprise beforehand. Then you're gonna take the actual enterprise and go put it down at the Secretary of State as a LLC. Why?
Yeah.
Because the trust, if you look up all banks, you're going to find out every bank is owned by a trust. But you need an entity that is domestic to do what you need to do in banking. You have to set it up just the same way the banks are set up.
Man, what you've been going over this month, that makes perfect fucking sense with all the shit the QIs and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It makes a lot of fucking. So then after all that's completed, then the last thing I was gonna hit is the treaty injunction. Is that a pretty decent order?
Yeah, but I would do the treaty injunction way sooner than that. Once you do the trust, do the treaty injunction. Look, you are moving the flesh and blood out of the way where they can't tax you, they can't lock you up. That was the main point of those last 3 webinars I did. Now, once it's protected, it's time to put your straw man back in the public. You need your straw man to be in the public because your straw man is a slave. But now it will slave for you because you have to trust to control what the straw man is doing, and the proceeds will come back to you, right? Through the trust. Right. See, everything is all about trust, God. Let me explain what I mean. You want a car loan, right? To get a car, right? You have to have good credit for them to trust you. And then they'll let you do the security. You want to borrow my car, right? I have to trust you to lend my car to you. You want to meet a girl. The girl got to trust you for her to give you her number and then trust you again for you to go pick her up at her house to take her on a date. Everything starts with trust. Now, it may seem like I just told you, it may seem like I told you it's just a story, but that has something to do directly with banking.
Yeah. It's almost like you're saying basically you don't want to kill the puppet, you just want to become the puppeteer.
Yes.
You don't want to kill the puppet.
Okay, now, thank you for saying that. I'm going to take you to an oldie but goodie. Rule 220. Y'all know about this. This is my first fucking show I taught about Rule 220. Over 9 years ago.
Yeah.
First of all, Rule 220 is talking about, it tells you what it's talking about. Because someone hated and said it didn't talk about birth certificates. But look at it. It says Rule 220 birth certificates, right? So you know it's talking about birth certificates. Then it says the register of titles is authorized to receive for registration of memorials upon any outstanding certificate of title. So you know they talking about something is an outstanding certificate of title, right? Then it tells you an official birth certificate is the outstanding certificate of title. So, boom, your birth certificate is outstanding. That means no one's claimed it. Pertaining to the registered owner named in said certificate of title. Once again, it just told you the birth certificate is a certificate of title. The date of birth of the said registered owner. So that birth certificate proves who the registered owner is, right? But the actual straw man is a minor. So the whole point is you got to give it to the trust. Then it says, providing there is attached to said birth certificate an affidavit of the affiant who states that he or she is familiar with the facts recited, stating that the parties named in said birth certificate is the party as one of the owners named in certificate of title. And thereafter, the register of titles shall treat the said registered owner as having attained the age of majority at the date 18 years after the date of birth shown on the said certificate, right? All of y'all are minors. Y'all are minors up until you learn banking and take over the account. Then you are the age of majority. So y'all did all these things, but y'all are still minors because y'all haven't taken over the account. Y'all still have trustees over the account. That's why I read the law tonight to you, talking about trustees. And I didn't read it all. The most important part, I didn't read to y'all. 12 US. Boom. You have to learn how to step to these trustees and take over the account, and you will be seen as the age of majority. So you need to trust. That's why I'm telling you, you need to trust tonight. Then the trust needs to have an LLC that it owns, right? Or to take over the accounts. I'm giving y'all banking information right now. Then once you do that, you're going to contact, the government, the treasury. And the treasury is going to acknowledge and let you set up shop. You know what I mean? But I'm giving y'all hints tonight. I'm not telling y'all straight up. I'm going to tell y'all straight up in the seminar I'm doing. You feel me? I will not do it on the air. Y'all have 95% of what y'all need from my shows. Y'all better be in them archives dealing with anything that was talking about banking. Someone asked me what color Bugatti is it gonna be. Well, let me tell y'all something, man. Right now, I'm looking for a mansion, between 7 million to 20 something million. Because, and actually, I really wanted around 20 to 30 million. Because I'm not gonna get a $7 million car and park it in a $7 million house. You know what I mean? That's like you having a Lambo, but you live in the projects. You see what I'm saying? So before I buy the car, I gotta get a house and be in a neighborhood, right? In other words, that car will never come to the mansion I live in now. It's not expensive enough. I wouldn't be safe around here. All right, so I'm gonna get one more caller. Thanks for calling in, bro.
All right, peace to the God, G.
Peace of God. All right, 602-855. Peace to the God. 602-855. I can't hear him. Moving on. 408-761. Peace to the God. Peace.
Peace to the God, brother.
What up, my brother?
I have a question. I think my brother has a question. He owns two cars, a van and a car, and he's. I was talking about the discharge, and he's right here with me. I'm not sure if can I give you to answer? You can explain how to discharge the cars.
I'm not doing no dish. I only taught the discharge injunction in a seminar. I'm not teaching it on the air.
Okay.
I'm not teaching it on the air.
Got it.
You're gonna have to go to the next seminar to learn that.
Okay, got it. And the next question is, when I go to the employer and give them the EIN, do I just give them the EIN and the W-9?
You said the W-9 what?
The W-9 for working, to work.
You mean to be tax-free?
Yes.
You have to do
Well,
the tax
instead of using
injunction.
the 8%.
You got to do a tax injunction. Then you
Okay.
would do a W-9 or a W-8 bin to stop them from taxing you.
Okay, got it. And the next question is, what if you have two birth certificates, one in Mexico and one here? How can you use both?
I don't know how to do all this shit in Mexico. I only know how to do it here in America. And he would have to go to this last seminar I'm going to do to see that. But you know what?
Okay.
I feel generous tonight. I'm gonna show y'all something.
Okay.
I'm gonna show y'all something tonight. For all you motherfuckers who is around my age, if y'all have anything wrong with you, like high blood pressure, sugar diabetes, all of that, the government gotta pay you. Or for the birth certificate, or for the social security card. I'm gonna give y'all the law. I'm not gonna explain it. I'm just gonna give you the law. And
Okay.
if you read it and understand it, you'll use it. If not, it's on you. Hold on, I got a couple of places I gotta give the law to.
I'm ready.
And 1 second. Y'all want the breakdown, y'all gonna be at that seminar. But it's called 31 CFR 341.8. Payment or redemption during lifetime of owner. That's all I got to say about it. Anyway.
Got it.
Hey, that's my show for today. Hope y'all enjoy. I'll talk to y'all again Monday. Peace to the gods. I'm out of here.
Fucking 31.
Solo Child, I didn't need that email. I know what the Stamp Act do. I have all of them. I have something even shorter than that. That's more plain. But thanks anyway, my brother. And whoever told you to look up that one, that information came from me. They had a conversation with me earlier. They passed it on to you. But I appreciate you. You always looking out, making sure I have all the information. What? Someone said, how do I word the writ of discovery if you have not perfected the birth certificate? Nigga, you got a lot of studying to do. Go to jonahbay.com and buy the writ of discovery. It says everything that needs to be said in it. It's nothing more to that than buying that.
90
And you got to listen
seconds.
to the shows and see how all the newbies use it to shut down their cases every time. Anyway, peace to the gods.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm about to go eat. I'm hungry, y'all. You know, you eat way more food when you eat in the way that I'm eating. You know what I mean? But that's my show, YouTube. Hope y'all enjoyed. A lot of hints in here for banking. A lot of stuff y'all gotta look up. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all do. Securities Act of 1934. You might want to read that. You need to read and memorize the whole UCC Article 8. And then go to Article 9 and then read it the right way. Because you're really supposed to read Article 9, Article 8, Article 7, 6, all the way down. The UCC was written backwards to confuse y'all. All right? If you memorize Article 8, you will know banking and you will be filthy rich. A birth certificate, hold on. Each Social Security card has a red number on the back. You only get 10 of those, 10 different red numbers on the back. Each one of them is worth 2.5 billion. Each birth certificate. Some people got even more than that. Depends on if they preferred stock, and it also depends on what they were doing for a living. And they made better credit. They have more securities. They got more than that on a birth certificate. I mean, on a Social Security card, right? And you got to collect all 10, right? Then you got the 2 more that's left. You got the birth certificate worth 2.1 trillion. Then you got the certificate of live birth worth 2.1 trillion. Once you collapse all 12, there is no more straw man. You are owner of the earth. You get to control the planet. You become one of those families that control the planet if that's what you want. Don't say you had never heard it before. And that's not even my info. That's my teacher's info. Jerry Curl Juice, Tony King. Learned it 20 years ago, y'all. 20 years ago. Bro, read the law, my brother. Read the law and comprehend it. Don't ask me no questions. I'm not answering that question. Didn't I say VA? I'm not going to answer that question. But you're thinking properly. Let me say that. All right? Now that you asked me that shit, I'm definitely hanging up, getting off this call. Peace.